Morning folks, it's Nick here on day 7 of our journey together, and yesterday I took the day off, didn't get on the motorcycle at all, did a little bit of basic maintenance, chain lube, etc. But I'm staying in Prague, so I spent much of the day actually exploring the city, which was most enjoyable. And also did some video editing as well. There's going to be a bit of a delay in getting the videos over because the Wi-Fi in the hotels isn't necessarily the best, and I'm too cheapskate to use my hotspot phone. But anyway, that aside, so far just an update as to where things are. Just looking at my ready reckoner here. So yesterday, or the day before, day 5, travelled a total of 471 kilometres, which brings the total to date from setting up or from home as 1,689 or thereabouts, which is about 1,047 miles. So I'm on track for about 1,000 miles, 1,600 kilometres a week. So that's good. And yesterday, because the bike has got various stats, not huge amounts of stats. For that 471 kilometres, I used 16.2 litres of fuel. Now, a lot of that mileage or kilometrage was on motorway near the end, so it knocked the average. But even so, it was 78.5 miles per gallon, 29 kilometres per litre. But 130 kilometres per gallon. We're talking imperial gallons here. But that's pretty good. And today the plan is pack up here, and I've repacked yet again in a different way. And this time I've got the camping gear spread over 3 bags. Yes, count that, 3. In order to give myself more room on the bike. So the panniers now have camping gear in. The top roll bag has the 60 litre has the rest of the camping gear in, and the small roll bag that I bought the other day now sits on the top of that, but it sits further scrunched. The way I'd organised it, it was just too spread on the saddle, so it was pushing me forward a bit. So it wasn't the most comfortable. I haven't got the longest legs. I've got a longer body than average probably. I'm 6 foot, but shorter legs. But even so, it wasn't great for 471 kilometres. Well, for the last 100, it was not very comfortable. Anyway, I'll show you the what I've all packed up. Heading off imminently, and I had a bit of a counterintuitive idea last night that maybe I should get something like a small storage box, a Tupperware type, if Tupperware exists globally, I'm sure it does, box to sit in the bottom of the burnt tank bag in particular, just to give it a bit of shape at the bottom, so it won't sag so much. I don't know if that'll work, and I'm not sure where I'll get it, but there must be shops here that sell that type of stuff. Anyway, let's get on the bike and go.
So, you can't make this stuff up. Well, I can. You could. But this is it. I was ready to go, honest, ages ago, probably about an hour ago. And I thought I'd just check my microphone is working, because it's been a little bit dodgy the last couple of days. I've had to boost the sound on stuff, and not that you've seen any of it yet. But the bike is all packed up, look, honest. And couldn't get so it's a GoPro Hero 10 with the media mod and an external mic, and the mics have been working fine, as I say. So all of a sudden, no, it's not working. It's just picking up, it's bypassing the external microphone and just taking the taking it from the actual camera itself. So it's a really lovely hot day in Prague today. Not that it looks too sunny, that's the hotel I stayed in. But so, when you get a bit flustered, you put your clothes on the floor and you're not really worried, thinking about it and all the rest of it. Anyway, I did some research, so I got in touch with GoPro support, and they phoned back very rapidly and I only found them because I was on a forum. It said contact us, and basically it's just a reset. So you take everything off, take the media mod off, remove the battery, remove the SD card, leave it for 10 seconds, stick the battery back in, press the on button and the shutter button at the same time for 8 seconds, release, let the GoPro power up, and then you can turn it off again, put the SD card in, turn it on, Bob's your uncle, it's reset the camera and it's working. Great, fabulous, thanks very much. Got back to my where I'd put my pile of clothes. The ants have got in, and I'm not sure how many of them are there, but anyway, take the visor up. It's just trying to prove to myself that the media mod is working itself. Anyway, onwards and upwards, off to Krakow. Not going to make Krakow today. It's about 500 kilometers, just over. Going to go the curvy route. I'm going to stop somewhere halfway-ish, and I'll give you an update should I ever get started today. Right, see you soon, bye. Okay, so we're underway at last. It's about 11:45, which even by my standards is late. On my way to Krakow, which is just over 500 kilometers away, so there's no way I'm reaching Krakow today, because that's 300 miles and it's already 11:45, as I say. I've chosen a curvy route according to Garmin, so we'll see where that goes. I will be stopping for some refreshment, get the maps out, and see if I can find anything interesting on the way. And my intention is to camp tonight. So I have repacked everything, and I've got a lot more room on the bike now. I can sit back, far more comfortable. But I'll be looking for a more permanent solution. So, in a previous video, I talked about putting something in the bottom of the bag to give it structure, so that it didn't collapse when it got warm. I just bought a couple of these barbecue grill trays. Adds extra weight, I know, but I'm hoping this will actually do the job to give it the structure that I need. Anyway, I'll let you know how I get on later. So we've now left Prague city and heading in the general direction of Krakow. I'm not sure when we'll leave the Czech Republic and enter Poland. I need to have a look on the map. I'm just letting the Garmin do a rough route for me on its Explorer mode, or whatever it is, windy roads, because the routes that I'd created, I don't think I did them with enough detail. Anyway, so this is rural Czech Republic, Czechia. This is an interesting road. seem to be a lot of trails, but they've been barricaded off. There must be private roads. It look the sort of road that I'd like to get a bit of experience on there. So this is a beautiful piece of woodland that we're going through at the moment in the Czech Republic. It's sort of dappled sunlight, so it's really quite lovely, and you can feel the temperature difference between the cool shadier bits and the sunlit bits. It's just very pleasant indeed. There do seem to be trails on the odd occasion, left and right, the majority of which have had a barrier across them. So I imagine they're private or forestry land or bridleway or something or other, don't know. So they do look at an interesting little diversion. I've only seen one with the barrier up. Well, that was truly lovely. Okay, so there claims to be a restaurant up here somewhere. 300 meters. Again, it was there. Hmm. 350 meters and the road is closed by the look of things. Just see how close we can get. Oh, I want to go down there anyway. I'm going to go this way. Thanks for that. Hooray! Circle up. Another pretty little town, but another sign saying road closed. So I'm just going to see whether that's right or not. Let's try it, see where it takes us. I won't say anything if you don't say anything. Back on track. So this evening I've made another executive decision that because I set off so late again, I'm not going into it again, I'm going to try and finish my day of riding by 6 o'clock-ish. And today I've had to have a couple of detours where they've just been slow or whatever it is. So yeah, I'm going to stop at 6-ish, but because of that I couldn't find any campsites anyway. You have to book between something like 9 and 3 at the campsites that I found, so they're not answering the phones after 3 o'clock, and it's gone 4 now. So that's not very helpful. But tomorrow then I shall try and, well, tomorrow I'll get to Krakow. Got some interesting looking roads tomorrow, and then book a campsite earlier in the day on the assumption that I'm going to get to Krakow, or the area anyway. Okay, cracking on. See you in a bit. Another road, it says it's a dead end. Let's see whether it is. Sorry lads. Choice. Whoops, there we go. I think this must be some sort of Second World War memorial. There was a little obelisk saying 1942 back there a bit, and then there's these grounds laid out particular way. So look. There's a museum. Zaki, apologies for the pronunciation. Nove Radi. It's an interesting place. Palace. Gardens. It's very nice. There's a lot of history behind it. So apparently we're 1 kilometre away, but it claims to be in an area of no vehicles allowed. So whether it's a block of flats or apartments or something, I don't know. Perhaps I should check. Pension, there it is. Restaurant. Okay, so I'm staying in a town called Moravska Trubova. In a place called Excalibur Pension and Restaurant. Just thought I'd show you the room. Seems fine. It's got a little entrance hall with a cupboard, fridge, large bathroom, shower room, bedroom, very comfortable, and looks out into a little pedestrian highway. Looks like there's plenty of bars and things down there. And it's £51 or €51 for the night, so that's pretty good. So I'm in the pension for the evening, and I said yes to whatever the nice man tried to explain was on the menu and it was good. So here we go. I think it's a knuckle of pork. Anyway, bon appetit. That's about it for the day. We did 220 kilometres in the end, so not a huge number. But tomorrow I'll be cracking through to Krakow and camping there for sure. Anyway, catch you later. Bye for now. Well, that's the end of another day, day 7, and made it to Moravska Bekova, a town between Prague and Krakow. I knew I wouldn't make it to Krakow today. I had wanted to get a bit further towards Krakow, but finding accommodation, it was easier just to stop here, especially as I had a bit of a later start again today. Can't make these things up, but the GoPro microphone issue, that's now resolved, so I'm hoping this works. So that's done, and just sorting out a route for tomorrow, make it a bit more interesting to Krakow. And had my dinner. It was a fairly substantial lump of meat on the bone. It just sort of fell off the bone, and and a beer. Very nice. Had a quick walk into town. That's that. Did 222 kilometers today and used 7.3 litres. So running total now is 1,911 kilometers, which is about 1,184 miles. So anyway, it's I think I mentioned previously that my target is about 1,000 miles a week, so this is the last day of the week, so I think we're good. Anyway, I'm going to do a bit of this YouTube stuff and then pack up the bike tomorrow. It's all safely tucked away, under cover, etc. And see you tomorrow. Bye for now. I don't know whether it's going to come out at the back, but tents up. We're in Zakopane, and you might just be able to see the mountains, although I don't think they'll show very well on the GoPro.